New York City is full of incredible burgers, but the burger here might be the most popular pick for the best in the city. And it's easy to see why. It's made with a blend of 45-day dry-aged New York strip and hanger steak, hence the $32 price tag. Today, we're finding out if the Red Hook Tavern burger really is the best in New York City. Red Hook Tavern opened in 2019 and is Billy Durney's second restaurant after finding a ton of success with Hometown Barbecue just a 5-minute walk up the street. Prior to becoming a world-renowned pitmaster and restaurateur, Durney worked as a celebrity bodyguard. In 2008, he bought his own smoker and started smoking meats at his home in South Park Slope. He took research trips to Texas, Illinois, and South America to learn from the best pitmasters in the world, and decided the best way to give back to his community and spend more time with his family was to open his own shop in Brooklyn. Red Hook Tavern would be his second venture and was originally supposed to be a fried chicken restaurant, but ironically opened without fried chicken on the menu. The now famous burger was inspired by what Durney said were his favorites in the city: the Black Label Burger from Minetta Tavern and the Luger Burger. Funny enough, the Red Hook Tavern burger is the only burger of those three to make World Best Steaks list of the 25 best burgers in the world for 2025.
We actually came to Red Hook a few weeks ago. We planned originally to film videos about Hometown Barbecue and Red Hook Tavern on the same day, but after spending a lot of money and eating a ton of food, I just got extremely sick at Hometown. I don't think it was the food. I don't really know what it was, but we decided to be a little less ambitious this time and just focus on Red Hook Tavern. But if you want us to come back and try Hometown Barbecue, we would love to. The food was really good for the amount of food that I actually did get to eat. But the burger is the main event at Red Hook Tavern. It is a blend of 45-day dry-aged New York strip and hanger steak. So that sounds fantastic. But we're also gonna try as much of the rest of the menu as we can. So let's go see how it is.
We just ordered, so while we wait for our food, I figured I'd tell you a little bit about the ambiance. It feels exactly like an Irish pub meets my grandmother's kitchen. Like, I've never been so sure of any other ambiance but this one. I love the fresh flowers. The touches of pink and white are beautiful. They have floral wallpaper on this back wall behind me and over there. The lamps are beautiful. In general, I would say when I quickly look around, like, it looks more masculine. There's like dark woods, exposed brick, but then you get these like little touches with those flowers and those like more feminine colors, and it's just beautiful. I am so excited for the food.
Before turning it into a restaurant, this space was a liquor store that had been open for 85 years. Billy said he drew inspiration for the design from Manhattan's legendary bars, Corner Bistro and McSorley's Ale House, with an Irish tavern vibe meant as an homage to his grandmother who immigrated from Ireland. To keep that old school authenticity, the lamps are antique gas lamps that were converted to electric. The tables are reasonably spread out and the music isn't too loud. It has that feel of your favorite local spot that is just full of character.
Supposedly every single table orders at least one burger, and I can absolutely see why. Apparently it took Billy over 8 months and 100 different variations to perfect the blend of meat. So I feel like the rest of the menu probably doesn't see as much love as it deserves. We are here for lunch, so the menu is a bit more limited, but a good restaurant needs to have more than just a fantastic burger, so we definitely want to order a few different things.
The croquettes with 1-year aged white cheddar cheese and the Wedge salad with a huge slice of applewood smoked bacon are probably their two most popular starters. There is a 45-day dry-aged bone-in New York strip exclusively on the dinner menu, but otherwise the lunch offerings are pretty similar. They have a huge wine list and some interesting locally brewed beers and ciders, plus a nod to McSorley's, which famously serves just 2 beers, a light and a dark ale. Also, we really appreciated the complimentary sparkling water.
all of our food is coming very quick, but this is the Romaine Wedge salad, which is romaine lettuce, sourdough crumbs on top, smoked applewood bacon, pickled mustard seed, and a buttermilk dressing. This sounds delicious and it smells so good. That bacon I know is going to be delicious.
I'm just going to say it's nice to get a little greens before the rest of our like heavy food.
Yes.
But look at the size of that giant slab of bacon. Even when we get lettuce, it's not exactly healthy.
Yeah. All right, I got a little bit of everything. Let's give it a try. Okay, I would say there's two standout things about this. One is the buttermilk dressing. That definitely makes this. It just kind of is that perfect creaminess that kind of blends all the ingredients together in a way. And obviously that bacon, that is definitely the most smoky bacon I've ever had. It's not too crunchy or seared, but the flavor is so there. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit sweeter because it's like an applewood bacon. Definitely not that sweet. It's more smoky, but it's the perfect complement. And I also love how they give it to you in this long strip so you can kind of choose like how much of it you want. And yeah, a great way to start our very heavy meal to come.
I don't know why, from looking at this, I thought the flavors were going to be so much more intense than they are, but it's like surprisingly subtle. The blue cheese dressing is definitely subtle. It's not a very strong blue cheese flavor at all. The bacon is very smoky. It's pretty much just smoky. There's no other like flavor to this bacon at all.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. It's definitely not sweet. Yeah, obviously, like you put a giant slab of bacon on anything, it's gonna be fantastic.
Don't get me wrong, this is a great salad, but I guess I was expecting the blue cheese and herb flavors to come through a little more. The bacon isn't crispy, but the sourdough breadcrumbs are sprinkled in between the layers of romaine, so you get a little bit of crunch with every bite.
We also decided to try these country ham croquettes, which have 1 year aged white cheddar, Dijonnaise, and are coated in rye breadcrumbs. Wow. They look so creamy. And the outside seems like it's going to be very crunchy. Funny enough, I don't taste too much of one ingredient. I don't really taste the ham. Overall, it's very salty. It also doesn't have too much of like a cheese flavor. I love the breadcrumbs. It is the perfect crunch. I don't know. I really like it. I guess it's almost like a spin on a rice ball or like a mac and cheese ball.
I feel like my flavors are off today. Like, is everything like a little more subdued? Most tastes like a Dijonnaise. Even like the mustard flavor is not really all that strong. It's just like a mayonnaise-y cheese flavor. But the crunch is good. I do like them a lot. I don't know. I just guess I was expecting a little more from them.
Again, we happily finished this plate, but we've heard nothing but great things about both of these starters. And when you say 1 year aged cheddar with ham and Dijonnaise, I feel like you wouldn't expect subdued flavors. They were cooked perfectly. The textures couldn't have been better. But by the end of this plate, I was beginning to question if I was developing a cold or something and lost my sense of taste. Luckily, our mains arrived, and there was nothing subtle about them.
We couldn't resist this cavatelli, which comes with oxtail ragu and garlic breadcrumbs. It also looks like there's a ton of Parmesan on top, which I am not complaining about. The pasta has such a springiness to it. It feels so fresh texture-wise and is also just delicious. It's got a little kick to it. I think there's like red pepper flakes in there or something. Really good, so flavorful. It is such a hot fall day today, so I feel like this is not the best meal for the hot weather. But if I was here in January or December, this is like the perfect comfort food. So good.
Now that is fantastic. Honestly, my favorite thing so far. I still feel like kind of surprised that pastas are something that they're kind of known for, but the oxtail ragu is delicious. And there's like a nice crunch to it too. It has a good amount of heat. It's definitely not too much or anything. I think it is the perfect amount of spice. And I don't know, I'm kind of forgetting the fact that it's an 85-degree September day outside right now. This is fantastic, and I definitely think we're gonna have no problem finishing this.
Frankly, if this place didn't have such a ridiculously good burger, I would come back all the time for this. The pasta had a nice chew, the breadcrumbs add the perfect texture, and the oxtail is to die for. A strong, beefy flavor complemented by those chili notes and a hint of spice.
This has to be one of the most spectacularly presented burgers I've ever seen. I know it was inspired by the Peter Luger burger, but it definitely looks like it was inspired by the Peter Luger burger. Just the fact that it's this big steak patty on top of a raw onion with this huge block of cheese on top. We ordered it medium rare. They said that's the best way to get the burger here. So let's see how the cook is. Kind of stuck on this onion at the bottom.
There is so much juice pouring out of it.
Oh yeah, the juice is gushing out of this thing. Wow, the bottom bun, just from me cutting it, is already soggy. Now that is a beautiful looking cross section. I wish we got 2 of these already. All right, here we go.
Oh my goodness, the juice. It's pouring from the bottom of the burger.
Wow. That is to die for. To be honest, I don't think it tastes all that dry aged. Like, you get just a little hint of that dry aged flavor. I feel like the dry aged flavor was stronger in the Minetta Tavern burger, but it is just a beefy, flavorful, juicy patty. I love the way that it's cooked. The top and the bottom of the burger are nice and crispy. And even though this bun is absolutely soaked in juice right now, it's not like falling apart or anything. It's really delicious. These fries look fantastic, look nice and crisp on the edges, and they are so covered in salt and pepper. Now they're kind of swimming in the beef juice, which honestly might make them taste even better, but I guess I'm gonna try without ketchup. Soft but crispy at the same time, the perfect amount of salt, the perfect amount of pepper. It has like a nice, soft, doughy, like potato-y inside that I actually really like. I don't know, pretty great. Nothing like a burger with a side of fries. And for as expensive as this burger is, I am very glad the fries are actually included. Oh my gosh, it is so juicy.
All I could say is this burger is so beyond flavorful. You get a really nice peppery kick, a little dry aged flavor. You have that cheddar, which complements it perfectly. It has like a nice char on the outside. The textures are there. I love like the little bite of onion I got, and the bun is so soft and just like is absorbing all of those burger juices. This is a 10 out of 10 burger. This is so good.
I have absolutely no notes for this burger. Easily one of the juiciest I've ever had. The patty has a thick pepper crust that gives the whole thing a crunch and a little bite and heat. It's salty, the onion cuts through the richness, truly perfect. And the sesame roll is apparently made at the same bakery that makes the buns for Peter Luger. Also, I'm surprised that the general consensus on their fries is mixed because I loved them. They're salty, peppery, crispy on the outside, but super soft on the inside. What's not to like?
I love rainbow cookies, so this is a great way to end this meal. They look so nice and moist. I'm in heaven. Wow, these are delicious. They are so moist. You get a little bit of chocolate flavor from the top and bottom. It has a nice almond flavor as well. The perfect balance of everything. Maybe a little more jelly is needed, but really, really good.
What a burger. I feel bad calling it just a burger restaurant because the rest of the food was really good, but compared to that burger, it's just on a completely different level. Funny enough, I do feel like the Cavatelli was my second favorite thing, but I just can't see myself coming here and ordering that because you just have to get that burger. But I think it's right up there with Peter Luger and Minetta Tavern for the best steakhouse style burger that we've had so far in the city. We would love to know what you think of it and how you think it compares to the rest of the city's famous burger spots. But make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.